Hey, what's up, Street Dogs? The Eric from the Eric from Street Photography blog. So I just wanted to do a quick video with you sharing some personal thoughts on why you shouldn't tie your ego too much to any one thing. So this is my thought. Too often in life we tie our ego to one thing, like I'm a photographer, I'm a writer, I'm a bodybuilder, whatever it is. And the problem is, let's say you tie your identity into like running or weightlifting. What if you get injured and then, suddenly you're sitting on the couch, you got nothing else to do? Or let's say, you consider yourself a writer and one day you don't got no good ideas to write about, or you're a YouTuber, vlogger, photographer, anything, and you kind of lose your passion or you're not interested in it as much as you were, or you're not as enthusiastic. I think to tie your ego too much into one thing is a trap, it's a prison, it's something that prevents you from soaring. Even if you think about the most prolific artists in history, for example, like Leonardo da Vinci, we know him mostly for his paintings, but he was the ultimate Renaissance man polymath. He was trained in anatomy, physiology, he dissected carcasses, he was a master mathematician, and apparently he just self-taught himself mathematics, and he wasn't that good, but he did it for fun. He studied geometry, writing, and studied flight, birds, and whatever. And so I really feel that if your personal goal is to become the most epic you possible, don't tie yourself into just one genre, into one ego. Your ego, it's expansive, it's wide. Don't think of your ego, your identity as something that's very small and narrow, because your preferences change. Like, for example, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a scientist, and now I'm not that interested in being a scientist. So why would you let your 9-year-old self dictate your 31-year-old self? And why would you let your 31-year-old self dictate your 40-year-old self, or your 50-year-old self, or 120-year-old self, whatever it may be? And so the basic idea, notion is this, is that try not to specialize too much. And even the notion of to be a generalist is not a good one either, because that just kind of applies that, oh, I'm not that good at anything. I mean, you could be good at several things, And so once again, let's not be stuck into these prisons. Let's not get stuck into these kind of categories, and ask yourself, how far can I fly? Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace out.